Good morning. Unfortunately, still got some type of tummy fucking thing. So if I hiccup or something during this, you'll have to excuse me. This one's called Arrested Development. It's going to be a little bit non-personal because it's the other stuff is really stressful. It's stressful to see the country that I have grown up in, like, ravaged by communism and infiltration like it is. And so I thought I'd talk about something more inanimate, something less human. And I'd talk about building and why I believe we have a housing situation. It's not a crisis. It's not a crisis at all. It's mismanagement and greed and laziness and conformity. It's lots of things. It's control, lack of imagination. These are all the things. But basically, this city or this region, if I take the whole thing in one big chunk, which is a big old chunk of fucking urban sprawl, I look at it, that 90% of that looks like a kindergarten fucking playground as far as development goes. It just doesn't make any sense at all. It's copied and pasted its way across the fucking land because we were so blessed in a way to have just basically a big flat fucking sand pit. It literally is basically a big fat flat fucking sand pit that in theory has enabled us to go and stamp out these fucking houses. But now we can't even fucking do that. And it's because the whole thing is governed by the false incentive structure of a resource sector that doesn't really give two fucks about what, like, it's just, and in its defense, it's not really its job. It's the government's job. But if the government gets too balanced or too much of its power from pandering towards this industry, specifically their workers, and not, appropriately developing, this is what we're left with. Because it's a supermarket strategy. It's like, you go up there, we fucking take your kid, we poorly educate them, we stick your wife in the box that you bought from the fucking off the shelf. That's kind of this flat pack fucking bad design, but it doesn't matter. It's actually like a temporary design, but she'll be in that. Then we narrow down the skilled builders and tradesmen down to the lowest common denominator. We compartmentalize those trades to basically factory workers. And then we slap our way across the fucking sand pit. And then, in order to incentivize this, we build some type of digital fucking sex trade infrastructure in which people with little handheld PDFs or PDOs, this is what people use when they work around factories to do stock take, to see what's on the shelf. This is where your fucking mobile phone fucking reality came from. This was present, 10, 15, 20 years before mobile phones, before handheld. That's the only place you would see someone using a handheld fucking device in the way that we do to move people or fucking materials or anything around, was in that. So that's what's going on. It's an infrastructure of making, sending people the right thing. So the guy wants porn, there it is, fucking porn. The lady wants to be able to shop, there it is, fucking there. It's a convenient back-end infrastructure. If you look at Amazon factories, it's the same thing. Now the robots go around and pick the fucking shit up. But where's the humanity in the whole fucking system? It's gone. There are no places. I can't walk here to anywhere I'd want to be. You know what I mean? Even the natural fucking environments, you seem to have strangled them with bullshit. There is no because there's this kind of attempt to be like, oh, we've got to use natural native plants, and it's like they look ugly and they catch fire really easily. So it's like you can see that the bones of this place has just been like, oh, we stole this fucking land off this people that they used it without houses. And then we've stuck these houses on there. And it's like, I can't escape that. And the only reason that most West Australians can't see that is because they've been inadequately educated to where they actually live. And then they're constantly just brought up within the digital space, which is majoritively offshore, which is majoritively now North American, and actually increasingly Chinese, and then increasingly again artificial intelligence, which is the globalist fucking utopia space station, which doesn't need to do anything. The people don't need to have any nationality. They don't even need to be humans. They're basically cartoon fucking characters purposefully designed in order to shift product and shift society into whatever they want. Look how many hamburgers a fucking weird guy dressed in a fucking clown costume sold. You know what I mean? But he was confined within the realms of physical time and space. He wasn't able to independently modify his presentation to suit the data, extracted from every single child around the world to make their own little individual fucking sales pitch in why they should buy a fucking hamburger and nuggets. Let alone invest in some type of Ponzi fucking property scheme that's just being fucking abandoned and not even looked at by the politicians because they're just slip sliding around in the grease from all the grease that they're fucking applied to their bodies by every little fucking crook corporation that wants to get a little slice of the pie. So yeah, that's the start of the problem. So even as I look down this street, I see individual oblong, fucking very strangely shaped, individual roofed, single-story residences with the front yard that no one uses and a backyard that no one uses really. Very fickle trees, roadways. Like, where do I begin? And why can't anyone do anything? Well, because to buy every street on this fucking house, all the retarded fucking brainwashed fucking morons would want way too much fucking dollary dues in order to do that. And they'd all fight their own little individual fight. So why fucking bother? Yeah, this wasn't the way that anything was ever developed in any of the most beautiful, urbanly developed places on Earth, because the ownership structure was far different. This complete, freehold ownership by single home dwellings in urban environments, that is a lie. That has never fucking existed in history. That's why it doesn't work. It's a fucking experiment that was basically designed, in my opinion, only to make property developers rich, and that's why they're all the people with influence in the country, and manufacturers rich, not manufacturers, but suppliers of bricks. That's it. If you look in any of the most beautiful regions on Earth that are urban, they have one thing in common. They have long walls of facade of buildings, of adjoined buildings that are put together in beautifully arranged areas. That's what they have. Now, we have the bones of these areas, but they're polluted with these little shacks. But these little shacks now that I'm talking about, say we go to areas along the Swan River on the southern side of the Swan River would be good places. There's other places in and around the city and upriver and downriver and now down Fremantle, all these places that would be suitable for this. But to acquire these little shacks is too much of an outlay. And then that's just your first problem. Your second problem is that to employ the wages and the things, you've got to go through all the red tape and all the bureaucracy. And I can't even get an answer about getting my children back. And I've been fucking completely restricted from running a microscopic fucking business in this country by 2 alcoholic child fucking hostage takers. So why would anyone on fucking planet Earth want to invest or develop or do anything in this state? It is a bubble. It's a tiny little fucking microscopic bubble that is smelling its own fucking farts financially, societally, economically, everything, politically. It's just like, oh, and then the politicians are probably sitting there literally buying farts of women that are just now, in this digital thing. This would have been illegal. Imagine 20 years ago, you heard, there's a house down there in suburbia that's filled with fucking 20-year-old girls that are fucking, running some type of strip club in that little fucking house. I can just see all the fucking grannies getting up in their fucking knickers and their fucking knitting party being like, well, we'll fucking shut that down. I can tell you that. And it would have been. It would have been 100%. Now, it's complicated. It's like I'm not entirely against it, but it's like there's got to be a region. You can't be crisscross and dotted around in the areas where children are and fucking families. Like, come the fuck on. There's too many people that don't have fucking children pulling too much fucking weight, or not pulling too much weight, but putting too much fucking accelerator down without any actual contribution to the place. They don't know how to fucking build, but they're making fucking 10, 20, 30 times more than I've ever made in my fucking entire life. And who's their customers? Well, the fucking resource fucking workers. And what's constantly just sitting under the fucking rug of that resource industry? Well, basically fucking, it's like human trafficking light and sexual fucking, misconduct heavy, but it's the unspoken secret of the fucking fly in, fly out resource extraction. So it's like, what the fuck? What type of fucking moron would ever fucking live, openly in this fucking place? Oh, I go and do this, and then some guy mows my lawn, and while I go away, some guy mows my fucking wife. And then convinces my children to be fucking OnlyFans. It's like, are you fucking insane? And you're doing this because Roger Cook's telling you to do it? The son of a fucking child psychiatrist who's drugged probably fucking more fucking children than Michael Jackson? The problem is when we get these big stories, right? There's two things going on. Say we take the Epstein case, right? These are children that are being abused. One, then in a lot of these cases, it sounds like they're not exactly children. They're like maybe preteen women, from 14 to whatever. And it's like under that, yes, is whatever. And all of it is not good. But that's far different, isn't it, than some of the horrific fucking things that are going on just around the corner of you. So what happens when we do this? Well, that's a recruitment drive for these people. The delusion that, everyone, that's always abuses. You don't think there's people sitting there going, I didn't know as a 14-year-old that I could go and do this. I hate living at this house filled with these crackhead parents of mine that fucking, can't do anything. Or alcoholic parents. It's like, I'm going to go and make my fucking way in the world by going and meeting my very own version of Jeffrey Epstein. That exists. It exists the same way and exactly the same way as there's young people in the world that are going to go steal cars. And what are we seeing in Victoria? The fucking dial-up fucking Uber fucking arsonists, Uber fucking car theft, Uber fucking hitmen, all on their little PDF fucking thing. This sounds like infrastructure of someone that isn't our government has been allowed in, doesn't it? It sounds like they've turned Australia into a fucking warehouse of useful fucking idiots that are all sitting there fucking running around in fucking circles, licking the fucking wallpaper of their rental that they fucking you know what I mean, spend 80% of their paycheck on, which has probably got poisonous fucking chemicals and black mold and fucking asbestos seeping into their fucking pores. And we can't get enough organisation to rub two sticks together. Why is that? Because if you speak up on this fucking PDF in the wrong fucking way, if you fucking try and, like on Avatar, instead of trying to kill that fucking dragon, which in this case, say Facebook is the dragon, you learn to fucking ride that dragon, well, they're going to fucking put a fucking target on you. They're going to arrest you. They're going to steal your children off you. They're going to make you a fucking mockery. They're going to ignore you and make you look like a lunatic, even though you've spent 20 years driving around the fucking place. You know every single fucking street. You know how to build the buildings. You've seen the supply chains. You know every fucking step. The only thing you haven't done is got down on your knees and sucked off fucking Kerry Stokes in a back office somewhere. It's time to break the fucking shit down. Break it fucking down now. Government has certain fucking powers, right? This fucking property crisis bullshit. Go and buy a fucking $100 tent and shut your fucking mouth. The only crisis is that the fucking conformity, because of the fear campaign they ran through COVID, is making you all think that if you don't do exactly as that little cocksucker says, he's going to fucking put you in jail. And can you blame anyone with that? Because that's what's actually fucking happened. The problem is that if this was occurring in any fucking, beer garden of any pub, that cunt's getting his fucking teeth knocked out. And everyone the next day is going to go, well, he really deserved it. You know what I mean? He told everyone to get a vaccine. He stole everyone's fucking children. He put masks on them. He fucking locked them in their fucking things. I heard his dad's basically the largest drug dealer in Perth. He's wishing fucking trains happy birthday on fucking the largest terror attack. He's an underground fucking Nazi. I think he's a closet homosexual. There's a fucking 1,000 things wrong with the little cunt. Why don't you grow a set of balls and fucking say a fucking something? Something. One fucking thing. I don't fucking go up to mine sites and throw my fucking weight around. So why is there a bunch of FIFO workers down here all fucking goose-stepping their way into fucking slavery? It's an absolute fucking joke. The solutions are right there, but no one's going to fucking do it. The only reason I'm still here talking about it is because my children are literally held hostage by you fucking cocksuckers. So what is this? This is a forced extraction of my fucking knowledge of the fucking area, and then I can have my children back. Well, don't you fucking be mistaken that that's not being broadcast around the world. So you're robbing Peter to pay Paul continuously. It's a big old fucking Bitcoin fucking scam Ponzi scheme. And it's the problem when you get a small-minded resource industry with incentive structures in order to tip the scales of actual development. Everything's a temporary solution. For decades, but we haven't had the crash. We avoided the crash, which was used by the politicians. I don't know the details about how we avoided the crash. I don't know what type of arrangements were done at that fucking time to avoid the crash, but us avoiding that crash has just created hell on earth. No one understands the fucking basics of what's going on because you're just insulating yourselves into slavery. There's a lot of people going, oh, fucking, yeah. Oh, I'm trying to buy a house and I'm buying gold because gold's going up. You don't understand that what's going on there, do you? You've been fooled into some type of fucking dorm room fucking frat boy fucking investment fucking delusion, haven't you? You're buying investment properties on leverage at the same time that you're buying gold. What the fuck are you talking about? It doesn't work. Gold is the fucking ocean. It's the sea level, right? If gold goes up, that means everything else you own is going down. And why is it going down? Well, it's going down because of all the fucking bullshit money. Because now there's people that have fucking done a 2-week course and now have a government job doing some type of fucking bullshit that leads to this absolute communism where I've had how many interactions with fucking police on what's their wages, all within the only people involved are people with contracts to do with this thing. It's communism. And the end line of communism is no one will own anything. And you don't. It's the idea of these prices. It's fucking stagnation, basically. The whole thing is stagnated. The only thing keeping the drive there is the delusion that you're all fucking rich. You're not fucking rich. None of you are. We are all collectively rich if we snap out of it and we learn how to organize these things. But the problem with Australia, and specifically Western Australia, is that in order to convince people to go to this new land, we were sold this fucking panacea of freehold ownership, which no one could really, basically, so everyone was sold the same thing I have. I have a shitty rundown house with a nice block in a town. It's like all these things, right? So you could have that, you're given the land, you could buy this parcel of land that just blew your mind because it wasn't like, if you've come from England or Scotland or Ireland, whatever, you couldn't do that. And at the time, so these were bought. So you could go and buy half an acre right on Swan River in fucking wherever along the nice bits of the river for nothing. And then you're just kind of there. But then you're like, because they were so big, they've just gone, oh, well, I'll just put a little fucking house right smack bang in the middle and I'll have a little gut, which is great. It's an okay idea. I understand it. That's actually how London used to look a long, long, long fucking time ago. Or areas of Paris and France and fucking wherever it was. It's like, yeah, it all looked Holland. Yes, yeah. That's what it was like when the people, for a couple of years after the fucking Vikings got off the ship, that's what they had. And then as people went and we knew how to properly develop a place. But here we just keep extending out. Because that's the delusion. It's like, oh, they're the rich people. The person that has that house on the river with the 3-story fucking thing smack bang in the middle of a block. They're the rich people. So we have to kind of iteratively extend out that exact same fucking image in order to find our class-based fucking structure within it. But it's like, this is insane. So take the coast from, say, Trigg to fucking Hillary's. That's just a hill. It's just like a slight fucking hill where everyone's still just put little houses along the fucking hill. Well, that whole fucking coastline could be beautifully developed to have front facades, laneways in with 3-dimension and then back lanes in. And it would look 1,000 times better. And it would house thousands and thousands more people in that same area. Instead of the opposite, where we take the whole fucking spaghetti fucking sandwich of the other shit and then everyone just goes to Hillary's for the weekend. It's retarded because there are no cultural places. This is why Hillary's looks like some fucking shanty fucking, backwoods fucking carnival fucking land and acts like it. You go along the coast and it's like a fucking weird fucking ghost town of fucking strange McMansions. And then the way that it's sold is like, oh, we're keeping it authentic. We're not ruining it by over development. It's like, what are you talking about? Over development. It's like, it looks like it looks. It's not gonna. It's like, as long as there are houses there, it's going to look the same. All those houses being different, little fucking wanky fucking bullshit fucking status fucking and they're ugly. There's one going up there now that's got plastic fucking siding on it. That's disgusting. It's disgusting because it's a big melting pot of every fucking cocksucker scammer from around the fucking world has done his fucking dirty work and then fucking landed there and he's like, oh my God, I fucking put the plastic on. The plastic is fucking really good, I got it way cheaper, and as long as I don't smoke near it, it will be fine. And nobody can even tell that it's plastic, you know? It's not like there's some type of fucking driving around building experts that can tell everyone that it's plastic. Nah, man. And look how close I live to Hillary's. I can just wander down there and look at all the kids on the fucking playgrounds and shit. Like that's what we're building. It's fucking disgusting. It's absolutely fucking disgusting. It's what communism does. No one gets it. It's like, we're going to bring everyone up. All right, those people down there that you're bringing up, there's a huge majority of them that are fucked up. They make Jeffrey Epstein look like the fucking, you know, a Nobel Prize winning fucking children's book author. So that's the solution. A rising tide lifts all ships. Well, look how fucking high that fucking Epstein tide is right now. It's on the news every fucking day. I wonder what type of fucking, you know, structural fucking Great Barrier Reef has fucking emerged underneath that cocksucker. All with a handy little fucking electronic PDF so you can go through the warehouse and pick out the fucking products. Digital ordering. Oh, man, this is great. That's just a problem. When too many problems happen all at once, it's like, it fucks people up. And then they start throwing around the fucking ultimate phrase, conspiracy theory. Oh, that's just a conspiracy. What? It's a conspiracy theory. There aren't every single fucking person from age fucking 11 to 77, or should I say 97, are all fucking wandering around like they're working in a fucking Amazon warehouse. Well, I don't remember that 15 years ago. It just wasn't the case. And 15 years is an awfully short amount of time to completely re-engineer the world, isn't it? If this had gone in the avenue of flying cars, imagine that. Imagine everyone was flying around in a car, and they are. You are flying around on this little device. We can't have nice things when we keep getting infiltrated by this bullshit, because it blocks out any independent, like, authority figures from self-emerging. This is the thing. It's like, you can't play ball in that environment unless I'm being, like, look at who are the fucking influences that we have in this country? Look what they've done to us. Like, we've got, what, Spanian? He's a good bloke, but he's a criminal. I'm glad to see his, you know, his success story from prison to this. But my story from prison to this is far different. But it obviously is not, it's not cutting edge enough. So it's like, how many people do I have to kill before I get to be on Spanian's level, talking about not kebabs on fucking caravans, but actual fucking housing, like proper development that puts us in the league of actual countries instead of like an encampment of fucking gypsies. Oh, you can't, Shannon. You're not allowed. You missed the boat. Your family was, you know, they fucked up. They made wrong financial decisions in wrong times. They got screwed over in this thing. It's like, yeah, no, fucking, you can't do that, Shannon. We're just pretty happy with being a fucking gypsy fucking paradise at the moment. Well, fucking put it on the flag, cunts. Do you know what I mean? I have nothing wrong with Western Australia being the gypsy mecca. But say it proudly, you fuckwits. Do you know how many fucking gypsies are getting fucking dispossessed in Northern Ireland, in fucking England, in Scotland, in America, and fucking Romania and shit like that? Put up the fucking flag, start ringing the fucking bells and the fucking, I don't know what gypsies do. Do the little fucking gypsy dance. This is gypsy mecca. Do you know how, like, every person here has a fucking front yard? You can pull your caravan right up and no one's going to say anything. And then look at it. You'll look out your window, like I'm looking out this window right now, and there'll be a beautiful gypsy family just defecating on your fucking lawn. And maybe, you know, they'll make you a small fucking rice cake or something like that once a fortnight, and that will be your payment. So you're not thinking about the global here, right? You're not thinking about this. You've been thinking that you can just flash little $50 and $100 notes of cash out and some guy's going to come and mow your lawn. Well, no, that lawn doesn't belong to you anymore. It belongs to the gypsy family. And what are you going to fucking push them off the land? They'll mow it. once the beer bottles stack up to a certain amount, they'll mow the fucking lawn probably. As long as the garbage man keeps picking up the rubbish and, as long as we get all this social cohesion, we can just stack people in 3 dimensions here and in ways that you've never thought. You have a gypsy family out the back. Yeah, you have some type of fucking hippies playing hacky sack out the back. And you're just surrounded by fucking absolute communist fucking utopia. But your places still work. Look how much fucking life and humanity you're providing with your $1.5 million property that you all fucking brag about while you're down at the pub. Paying $12 for someone to pour your beer for you. Western Australia is paradise, yeah? It's fucking paradise. It's unseen. And this is, you finally see what you're not getting is this was the dream, is that your ancestors have come here and now you're fucking, look how much land you have. You guys are lords. You've escaped fucking serfdom in order to become lords of the fucking manor. Your estates are large and fucking, earthy. There's vast fucking grassed areas and fucking beautiful driveways and 2-car garages. And it's time to start fucking giving back, the same as your ancestors lived beautifully in harmony as peasant farmers or household workers and things like that. This is the same. This is where you are. You've made it. You're finally here. It's all just shrunk down. Now, of course, you can't speak to the 10 neighbours down the road and organise some type of appropriate level development because, well, you've got 12 different fucking ideologically captured fucking algorithmic bubbles on that little journey down fucking Ramsay Street. Isn't that what Ramsay Street was about? Ramsay Street is about why we can't have nice things because a one fucking cul-de-sac can't agree on fucking one thing, despite the fact that there's some type of bogan super lawyer there and a wonderful tuba playing fucking Salvation Army fucking guy with a beautiful, sexy, husky voiced wife. If you can't walk down the street and convince all your neighbours to build, the Parisian fucking laneway, then you'll have to settle for fucking gypsy paradise. And don't you dare fucking discriminate against gypsy paradise, you fucking I'm not doing that. I'm saying these are our 2 options. We learn how to fucking arrange our fucking holdings appropriately for what is actually going on, and we learn how to defend ourselves against infestations of digital fucking wankery. Or we have gypsy paradise. That's it. Hey, there's 2 options, It's like a fucking shell game. It's like, what are we going to fucking pick, yeah? Which one? That's all there is. There's just Liberal and Labor. It's the same. Everything's the same. Don't I look like a fucking real estate agent? You notice even my verbiage starts fucking slipping into that rolly fucking salesman speak? It's because I've been doing this for a long fucking time. There are 2 fucking options. The third option is leave. Cash out. Take your winnings and run. And that's what actually happens in mining towns. That's why you go to fucking Wiluna. Once you find it, once you've, rub all the dust off everything, you can go and have a look at the place where people used to play 2-up in the fucking thing. You can look at the streets where people played fucking roadside cricket. You can look at the racetrack, I'm assuming, and watch where fortunes were won and lost all the way out there in the middle of fucking nowhere because there was some type of uptick in London of some type of resource that now hasn't yet come back. This is a mining town. Yeah, it looks like one with a coat of fucking paint at the front, or maybe some plastic fucking siding on it. That's what it is. I hate to fucking tell you, if you've just moved here in the last 20 years, especially if you don't speak the language, especially if you can't understand this fucking fast track fucking, rhetoric. But this is a mining town. And very shortly, it's going to do what mining towns do. And the reason you're not getting a warning, unless you're one of the 3 people that happen to be here, is because that's in the interest of the financial invested people at the level that you're not at. So it's in their interest to distract you, to not allow this thing, but at least it's here. Hey, at the end of the day, we can all comfortably and calmly sit there and say that, well, we fucking did tell you. It's just that you kept propping people up to the pinnacle of distribution of media and information that were really the wrong type of people. And so you're left with in the ruins of the fucking situation that you created. My main focus here is to encourage you to organize and to develop down this line to make sure that we have beautiful structures. And then, hey, if I have enough time and if I, still want to live here, I might even set up a little supply chain of skilled workmen and, interesting building materials and all these things. And I might try and give it a go to develop this because that is my background. But I'll just as happily deliver fucking kebabs to the fucking gypsies that are fucking squatting on your front lawn. Because I don't judge. I'm an equal fucking human rights fucking advocate. And the human beings that would be squatting on your front lawn are just as fucking beautiful, amazing, and fucking, interesting, wonderful human beings as the person in the house or the people at the back. The same as the person living in a beautiful, 3-story townhouse is just the same as the wanky fucking 80s fucking coke addict fucking entrepreneur that built the place in the center of the block. See, in other countries, it's easy. You just go down the line with 10 men with guns. You say, get the fuck out. We're going to give you this much money for your house. And they say, okay, fuck, whatever. But there needs to be a bit of a frenzy with that. That's what this is. It's like ringing the dinner bell of all the fucking psychopathic fucking, great white sharks out there. All the vultures. All the fucking predators, all the scavengers, yeah? But we need that one drop of blood in the water. We need that little fucking, just a little drop of blood, and then people start getting into a frenzy and going, I got to get the fuck out of Dodge. And I hate doing it. Like, I want nothing more than to, and this is the thing. It's like, if you're a boomer and it's like you got this thing and you thought you were going to retire in this place and now this is your worst nightmare. One, it's not your worst nightmare because you know where you are. But if you happen to be in one place, the trick is that you all need to learn to communicate with each other. You need to learn to independently evaluate the places in Perth where you'll be safe to have that, which there will be tons of because the urban sprawl is ridiculously over fucking extended. So if you live in the coastal area, if you live in one of these like, Goldilocks places that can have beautiful development in it, and you know that, you want to cash out now. And I'm telling you right fucking now, you want to cash out at the tippity top Mount Everest fucking, what's it called? At the top of a mountain? It's called the summit. You want to cash out at the summit and go and move to the place that no one's looking at, that doesn't have the interesting things, and you'll have just a wonderful, beautiful, fucking wealthy fucking existence. And if you can get a few mates to do that, then you can kind of create your little fucking cul-de-sac of fucking Australian boomer fucking paradise. And I will fucking come there and celebrate with yous and play ping pong and do whatever the fuck. I'll look at your lawn and I'll do the things. I don't want those people to miss out. I don't want them to be dispossessed. I don't want the things. I just want the greedy fucking newcomers that have tried to fucking, you know what I mean? Get everyone to do the Macarena. And no one likes doing the Macarena. Okay? No one likes it. It's a shit fucking dance. It's a cult dance, right? They made us do it at fucking primary school, and I'm getting ready to do a fucking, what's it called? A mass fucking lawsuit against all the public schools across that made us do the Macarena. Because I saw those fucking teachers at the back licking their lips when I fucking started doing this, and I'm fucking sick of it, and I'm ready to speak up, and it's ready to ring that alarm. This is the Me Too Macarena movement, and we're going to fucking put the fucking screws into this fucking West Australian, and I'm guessing Queensland and South Australia and Victoria and New South Wales and even Tasmania, this Macarena cult where they made the people dance. They made the children fucking dance. All the same. We danced all the same. They called us all babe. That's what they did. That's why this is fucking just happening. You know, if they call us all the same, they call us all babe, they make us all do the Macarena, of course they can all get us to take on fucking ridiculous 95% fucking 30-year debt, impossible fucking situations of enslaved fucking servitude to an Amazon fucking warehouse reality. But I'm here to break it all. I want to break every single fucking bit of it. And I want you with me. I want you all with me to break this fucking thing. But to keep the fucking order. I don't want any boomers that have fucking worked their lives up to fucking get something to be pushed off their fucking place. So we need to stage this. And that's complicated to do. That requires government interaction. So either the government starts playing ball now and they start fucking assisting in this fucking, you know, this redevelopment of this wonderful state. Or we'll just start acquiring evidence of how they've negligently fucking avoided the situation because their financial interests weren't aligned with that. And we can incentivize you the same way as everyone else did. And the money that you've made doing these fucking ridiculous backwoods fucking hillbilly fucking backhanded deals with the cowboys of fucking the 80s. It's going to make it look like fucking petty cash compared to what you'll make by doing this. But the thing is that we need to do it properly. There are people that are going to get absolutely screwed. There's going to be people that are protected. There's people that are kind of like, and then they might, you know, then they'll have something down the line. But this is the time to start. Yeah, we fucked everything up. And the way we fucked it up because Australia was sold to everyone as that you could have your own little castle. You're going to have your own little castle. Well, guess what? Castles had defenses because guess what? Gypsies would just start living on your front lawn. It's just that there hasn't been the renaissance. It's like you can run an extension cord down the fucking road. You know what I mean? And then think about it. Then you're on the roadside frontage. And then you turn it into a pedestrian fucking festival every fucking night. Roads are rivers. Yeah, so all you need to do is watch that movie Chocolat. Yeah, and watch how beautiful and fun that Johnny Depp looked while he was playing guitar there, like this. Quite a ponytail. But the roads are the rivers here. We don't have enough rivers, so the roads are the rivers. All right, we have one strappy fucking young fucking gypsy that fucking buys a big water tanker of beautiful fucking spring water that he goes out every fucking fortnight and gets. And then he provides all the gypsies with the good water. And then all the suburbanites that are plugged into the mains, they buy the fucking drinking water off the gypsies. And then they get music and fucking trinkets. Or we do it differently. See, I'm saying it as something to kind of turn you all off, to expose you to the fucking risks that you didn't know were there. But now that I'm saying it, I'm kind of like, well, maybe that is the solution. Maybe we do just have gypsy paradise across the fucking land. Anyway, I don't want to force anyone to do anything. I just want you all to like mull over it, think about all the different aesthetics. Do you want to live in a beautiful fucking, you know, well-developed, urban designed, like hub of community? Not communism, of community. Or do you want to live in a suburban fucking whatever with gypsies in your front lawn? Because then, like, because we've had the police and the police have clearly prevented us from properly developing the area, now that we're going to have the gypsy influx, we're going to have gypsy police. So, yeah. That's going to be interesting. And then basically there'll be streets, there'll be like little World War IIs going on at the end of every cul-de-sac between the corporate fucking Amazon warehouse police and the gypsy police. And then they will fucking concede. They'll be like, we can't go down there. That place is absolutely controlled by those gypsy police. We cannot go down there to do stock take on the fucking Amazon warehouse anymore. And that'll be interesting. That's, it's an interesting thing to happen in any region. And maybe, we could phone up Vice and they could film it. We could distribute that around. Someone could get the rights for that. We could make our own fucking gypsy fucking channel. There's just 1,000 ways that this is all going to come off. Or, as I said, we do appropriate development. We go and quarry, beautiful stone. We do mass planning of mass areas. We don't keep fucking putting up these fucking bullshit fucking things to line the pockets of Dale Alcock's fucking line his pocket. And it's not even against Dale. It's like, come the fuck on. You can't have it one thing. Oh, we're the pinnacle of this. We're going to have the Rugby World Cup. And then we've got some guy named Dale that builds all the houses that are all shit. And you see what I mean? And this is always a problem. It's like you've identified the solution as the problem. And now that solution is just running the time out, running the clock out. Like the AFL Grand Final. And we've got Basil Zemplis there fucking, commentating in his own special way about how you've identified the solution and created it as the problem. And now that solution is now identifying the actual problem and doing it in an entertaining, interesting way. And that's the worst nightmare of anyone that was, participating in corruption. Because no one fucking cares about who you are. You're a contradiction on every element of your governance. You know what I mean? It's so unbelievable how badly you're going to lose this that it's Guinness Book of Records level shit of how badly this place has been developed. So I look forward to movement at the station as the men had gathered round. Something, I don't even know the rest of that poem, but if I was a real scholar of Australian history, I would have then said that poem. Maybe I can get AI to do it in the post-production, which there is absolutely none of because I just do this as monologues with a terrible fucking webcam, terrible microphone, a fucking suit jacket that, although it's a beautiful brand from Sackville Terrace in London, I got it for, I think, $3 at a fucking Salvation Army shop. So, yeah, never judge a book by its cover. Never judge a fucking city by its house prices, and never judge a fucking worker by his car, I think. I haven't got my dictionary, but I thought I'd read out of it. This is a beautiful book as well. It's a movie as well with Jeff Bridges in it. You should watch it. It's about a population of fucking, conformist fucking people that have these forced injections, and then they forget how everything is because of a utopia where they participate in eugenics, where they kill children that aren't genetically perfect and then insulate themselves, but they have basically this wise old man who fucking has one person that he's allowed to distribute that knowledge to in order to fucking regulate, the progressive development of peace and stability versus the kind of erratic, chaotic, natural manifestation of humankind. So gradually, when nothing happened, nothing changed. The children looked at each other nervously and went away. He heard the sounds as they righted their bicycles and began to ride down the path that led from the field. Only Asher and Fiona remained. "What's wrong, Jonas?" "It was only a game," Fiona said. "You ruined it," Asher said in an irritated voice. "Don't play it anymore," Jonas pleaded. "I'm the only one who's training for assistant recreation director, Asher pointed out angrily. "Games aren't your area of expertise." "Expertise?" Jonas corrected him automatically. "Whatever. You can't say what we play, even if you are going to be the new receiver." Asher looked warily at him. "I apologize for not paying you the respect you deserve, he mumbled. Asher, Jonas said. He was trying to speak carefully and with kindness to say exactly what he wanted to say. You had no way of knowing this. I didn't know it myself until recently, but it's a cruel game. In the past, there have, I said, I apologize, Jonas. Jonas cited, it was no use. Of course, Asher couldn't understand. I accept your apology, Asher, he said wearily. Do you want to go for a ride along the river, Jonas? Fiona asked, biting her lip with nervousness. Jonas looked at her. She was so lovely for a fleeting instant. He thought he would like nothing better than to ride peacefully along the river path, laughing and talking with his gentle female friend, but he knew that such times had been taken from him now. He shook his head. After a moment, his two friends turned and went to their bikes. He watched as they rode away. Jonas trudged to the beach beside the storehouse and sat down, overwhelmed with feelings of loss. His childhood, his friendships, his carefree sense of security, all of these things seemed to be slipping away. With his new heightened feelings, he was overwhelmed by sadness at the way the others had laughed and shouted, playing at war. But he knew that they could not understand why without the memories. He felt such love for Asher and for Fiona, but they could not feel it back without the memories. And he could not give them those. Jonas knew with certainty that he could change nothing. And that's about the fact that this utopia was designed to end war. So this guy knew about the war, but he couldn't tell anyone about the war. So they're playing some type of game that's like war. This sounds like Call of Duty, doesn't it? It sounds very similar. This is the position I'm in. I don't know whether this is designed that this is the position I'm in or whether I've just found this as sanctuary in order to regulate my own emotions to do with what I experience compared to what other people experience, but it doesn't matter. It's the same fucking thing. So yeah, we need to move away from these fucking palaces of fucking Call of Duty, from these Amazon warehouses, from this PDF fucking electronic fucking account keeping, stock take fucking model of life, and we need to get back to humanity. But all of you are so unbelievably unqualified for any of the positions that are there that you all need to fucking take that step into fucking humility and realize that and listen. You've been incentivized to go and dig holes and fucking extract minerals and sell that bullshit and then fucking live in a place, but you've completely destroyed every other skill set. And those skill sets aren't transferable. They're not. It takes a lifetime to understand how to do the types of things that we need done. And unfortunately, people that are, used to fucking demolishing and exploding and dynamiting and, breaking down to extract the tiny bit of thing. Well, maybe you could fucking look at me standing in the rubble of our fucking society and maybe see me as a fucking diamond or a fucking jewel or a fucking speck of gold. If you could peel your eyes away from your pornography fucking paradise and your fucking Call of Duty for 2 seconds. But I guess only time will tell whether that's the way this is going to go. And I hate to think, if you're doing this to me, what you're going to do to the children of the next generation that happen to, have the same type of experience, that happen to be noticing the same type of irregularity when compared to our historical precedent of development. Because with the tools that they have, and that being that they're native inhabitants of these artificial intelligence, total fucking search paradigms, they're going to figure this shit out 10 times quicker than I did, with a fidelity that's 10 times higher. And they're going to throw a lot stronger accusations around than what I've done. So yeah, thank you for listening, and have a good day.